Hello, this is Manesh Patel from the EII Capital Group. Today is June 29th, 2011. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis of the futures market where we cover everything from oil, gas, natural gas, copper, metals, commodities, everything out there you can think of on the future side. This is our normal disclaimer. This is for education use only. All charts you can see are from Thinkorswim or TradeStation or freestockcharts.com. Here are my contact details there. You could follow us on our website here at Ichimoku Trading, or you can follow us on Twitter, you can follow us on Twitter at Ichimoku Trading, or you can access any of our free videos at ichimokutrade.com. Okay, so let's go straight to the charts. Remember, the left-hand side is basically a weekly time frame. Right-hand side is basically a daily time frame. So let's go through as we normally do. Start from the very top of our list. Start going through all the commodities. If you look at cocoa, basically nothing right now. It's basically in the cloud. However, it's consolidating. This is now a couple more weeks, probably 2 or 3 more weeks. This thing's going to naturally come out of the cloud to the bottom side. So it's going to have a bearish tilt towards it sooner or later. So just be very careful here. If it breaks below like 2,800, then we're definitely going to start a trend on both the daily and weekly for cocoa futures. But in order for it to go back to bullish, it's got to break above 32.98, which is a long ways away. Crude oil. Let me get rid of these lines here. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's just get rid of all these lines. Delete all drawings. We did that there, and we'll do that there. Crude oil, if you look at it on both time frames on the weekly, it's finally entering a major pullback here. But however, it's gone down drastically, so it needs to equalize and come back up. You could see that from the daily time frame. It is in the bearish trend here. It is pulling back right now because it's between the Tinkerton and the Cajunson. One key thing to note, if you look at this is the weekly time frame. I'm going to quickly just show this to you on the monthly time frame. If you look at the monthly time frame, it is a bullish pattern, and it came up straight to our support at 9046. 90.46, 64, and bounced off that. So that was a key level that we needed to get to. It did that. We kind of expected it to bounce off that the very first time, which it did. So we're expecting it to now start going up a little higher. Key levels are first resistance level you're going to get to that's got to hold for the daily time frame is 96.50. It's got to hold there. If it breaks that, then it's going to enter a major pullback on the daily time frame, and then which would also equate to the weekly too. Cotton. If you look at cotton, it's still in a major pullback. It looks like a couple more weeks this thing could sit there and probably do a turn reversal completely, but until it gets below the cloud and we got a confirmation, it's not a trend reversal as of yet. You could see from the daily time frame, it's basically, you could see the gap here of cotton where it just drastically went down. You could see that it's basically bearish trending on the daily time frame, but it's dangerous right now due to the gaps and their volatility there. On the dollar, if you look at the dollar index right now, you can see it's bearish trending right now on the weekly time frame. It is in the pullback phase. It's in the medium pullback phase right now. You could see from the daily time frame that basically it's popped out of the cloud. It is bullish sentiment, but it's about to get back in. And it's trying to get down lower. So it's going to be interesting to form. Some people are looking at this as the triple top for the dollar index, so it's going to go lower. Only time is going to tell exactly what this is going to do. But, you know, we got to wait and see. The resistance levels is going to be 77.24, and the support level is going to be about 74.72. Okay. Moving on, we'll come back to gold. Feeder cattle, remember this is bullish trending here, resume this trend. It's getting to the top here at 139.87, so it's going to be interesting to see. From the daily time frame, it has basically, the sentiment is now bullish. It's not trending yet. It's got to do a little minor pullback on the daily and then start resuming. If it does, then it could go stronger. Lean hogs was probably the strongest of all of them. You could see that has yet to enter a major pullback as of yet. It looks like it's trying to, but as of yet, no, it's not. And you could see here from the daily time frame too, it's finally below the cloud. Went below the cloud again after going above it. So it's just kind of consolidating right now at the top, so which is basically telling me that the bulls may be kind of exiting the door a little. Copper. A lot of people have been looking at copper. If you look at copper, it's basically in the major pullback on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, it's still in the cloud, so it's consolidating. We're at a major resistance level right now as far as copper is concerned. Heating oil. you could see that we're in a major pullback right now. We're actually getting very close to a major resistance level at 2.9343. It's got to hold there in order to pretty much resume the pullback level on a weekly and resume the bearish trend as far as the daily is concerned. Coffee, you could see that we're also in a major pullback right now, and you could see that this is basically a bearish trend as far as the daily is concerned. Notice a lot of the commodities we're finally entering a pullback phase, which is basically equating to a trend, a bearish trend on the daily time frame. Lumber, pretty much breaking down here. It is bearish right now on the weekly, but doesn't mean it's starting a trend yet. But it may resume soon. If this thing could break below 210, then this is going to start a bearish trend on both the daily and the weekly. Live cattle, if you can look here, it's basically pullback, really doing nothing at all. Maybe trying to go back and resume the trend, but you really can't tell anything until it breaks 115, as the resistance level on 107 is basically the support level to the downside. Natural gas is basically going back and forth, nothing really there, not trending at all, so not even worth talking about. Frozen currents and trade orange juice, you could tell is basically bullish trending on a weekly time frame. You could see that it's very volatile here on a daily time frame, but it is still bullish, still, believe it or not, and still bullish trending. Palladium, you could look here, it's kind of topsy here, finally doing a major pullback, but it's wild swings here at the top, which is causing big consolidation pattern as far as the daily is concerned, so nothing really there either. Platinum is finally doing a pullback, went to the top of the cloud, bounced off there, which is a pullback as far as the daily is concerned. The key resistance levels here are going to be 1557, and key support levels are going to be about 1689, which has got to break down. Gasoline, if you look at gasoline, it's finally entering a major pullback right now. Got a little upward movement here. Go figures, it's 4th of July weekend here in the US, so of course it may jack up rates for the weekend, but key resistance level is going to be $2.91, and then on the bottom side it's going to be basically $2.75. Okay, just moving still down. Sugar, not much going on in sugar. It went down below, came back up. Key resistance level is going to be 28.24, and key support level is going to be 24.62. So we gotta wait and see what happens. Nothing really going on silver, just still consolidating here. Looks like it's trying to flip everything now. The more consolidates, the more well, really nothing really as of right now. It's just not committing at all. They look at the daily time frame here. It looks like it's trying to go bearish and make another movement down. Maybe we'll get to 30 and kind of hold, but only time will tell. Remember, seasonally, silver's supposed to go down until August, to the end of August. Gold. If you look at the weekly time frame, we're still bullish trending. However, we're getting a little topsy here, and you can see that from the daily time frame where it's just consolidating. So really, nothing going on there. Scrolling downwards, 30-year Treasury bonds. If you look at 30-year Treasury bonds, really nothing going on. Went into the cloud. If we start moving up, if we got to break the 126, 128 level, if we do, then we could sit there and start entering a bullish trend on the daily and maybe a weekly if with time. Corn, it's basically bullish trend as far as a weekly is concerned. We're in the pullback right now, and you could see that basically that's trying to start a trend to the bottom side here. If we break 625, then we're definitely going to start a trend on a daily time frame, which will be a major pullback as far as the weekly is concerned. 5-year Treasury notes, you can see we're broken the cloud here, which is good, and you can see the bullish trend here. It's still intact, which is very good. We're at a key support level right now. If we hold that and then we break 121,021.12, then we're going to definitely resume higher, and we can start a trend on both the daily and weekly again here for the 5-year Treasury notes. Oats. If you look at oats, nothing really there. It's just consolidating on both sides. Wheat, if you look at wheat, nothing really there as far as the weekly is concerned because it's in the cloud. If you look at the daily, it's basically bearish trending now. It's entering a pullback. Major support resistance level is going to be at 717.38, and major support levels at 600. And then lastly, soybeans, nothing really there. It's just basically entering a pullback. If it breaks 1300, then we can possibly start a trend to the bottom side, but nothing as of yet. That's it for this week. Hope you